Today I've picked up on someone whose guides have been trying to get their attention in strange ways. So, weird, weirder signs than usual have been a part of just the daily routine for you. You are having bizarre dreams. You are being woken up at strange hours. This could be recurring. And I'm also getting that you could even be experiencing like energetic taps on the shoulder. So, if those are confirmations for you, then I do have a message. So, I do feel that you are ancient. Your soul is ancient, okay? I am getting just like an infinite amount of soul cycles old, okay? There is something specific about your purpose here, okay? This is for someone who their purpose is to elevate the collective, to elevate humanity. I am getting first, second, third waves of volunteers. If you are familiar with Dolores Cannon, Rainbow Children, yeah, heavy Starseed collective here, okay? I am seeing a bright white spiral that is turning clockwise and then spinning counterclockwise. So I'm getting timeline weaving. This is you collapsing karmic loop cycles and merging with a higher destiny path because it's time. But it's really rapid expansion of your consciousness, and this is why you feel disoriented. This is why you feel emotional. This is why you feel a bit ungrounded, because you are not someone who is, experiencing glitches for the first time. This is, your reality glitching is not new for you. It's just that it's really ramped up. And so I do get that it has been a bit jarring. Okay. Always go outside and put your bare feet on the grass, okay? Especially for someone like you, you are going to not only get charged with your bare feet on the ground, but you will get grounded, okay? It will kind of like release you from your thoughts having such a grip on you. And this is temporary, okay? But I am getting that you are remembering something that you haven't learned yet. So this is different than intuition, okay? So this is soul recall, right? Like you are getting and receiving information from your higher self, from your future self, and bringing it into the present, okay? So this can look like a lot of different things. It can be sudden ideas that, and not just sudden ideas, but sudden ideas that feel too big for you, right? And it can also feel like, and this will be a confirmation for you too, but like knowing things that there's really no logical explanation as to how or why you would know that, right? And there's also, I'm getting something, a difference about like knowledge and wisdom here as well. So not only do you have this inner knowing, and again, there's just no like logical explanation for the things that you know, but there's also something about your instinct here. And to me, that is more, wisdom than knowledge as well, right? And y'all know I pick up on, a collective that heavy experiences deja vu. I am getting that has been, a bit more charged up than usual as well. And I was also getting that you definitely experience random chills and like energy waves, and particularly when you sit on the ground. And that's something that happens to me a lot too. Like you'll just be sitting on the ground and then all of a sudden it's just this random wave of chills for no reason. I mean, it is for a reason, but it's just, again, like for a human, it is very random. And also going back to the sleep thing, you definitely are being woken up at specific times as well, and just getting a lot of downloads. Like they just come in for you as like complete full sentences, right? And I really do feel like spirit is highlighting your sleep here, as a way that you are expanding, and there's just a lot going on in your sleep, and you are receiving like a lot of communication as well. So, like waking up between 2 and 4, like almost every night, right? And very vivid dreams. And you could even be dreaming, about symbols, like with symbols. So even like the bright white spiral that I mentioned, that could be something that you have dreams about. Even daydreams, you could feel like you kind of like go somewhere else for a second, and all of a sudden, you are just seeing what, symbols in your daydreams, right? And I was also getting like a lot of like buzzing and ringing, and just actually being able to hear, the different frequencies also. And I was getting even too that you may be like waking up tired too, because I'm getting someone whose soul is like a multitasker. Like you are actually doing work in other realms. So that, like, sorry, this is definitely an advanced soul for sure. So you're like, in the astral, and you are, interdimensional, and you really could be like waking up tired as if you were up all night working and didn't really get any rest, even though you could have actually even gotten like your full 8 hours or something like that, right? Like you really could be feeling like even when you are awake that you are like leaving and re-entering your body. Okay, so it's really important for you to ground, to meditate, okay? Like as much as you can, just to make you as comfortable as possible during this like timeline widening, because that is what you are stepping into. When I was picking up on your energy, I just kept wanting to like go like that, like I was trying to widen something, so oh, and then I was also getting like you might also be experiencing recurring dreams of like the same unknown person. And I was also feeling something on your father's side, okay? Like an inherited spiritual sight. And again, this is, for the Starseed collective, light workers, family of light, you know, travelers, all of that kind of thing. And so it doesn't have to be, you know, a human father of yours, but there could be something where it was talked about in your family. However, I am getting that if you are resonating with it being like in this lifetime on your father's side, that it was someone who I believe passed on either before you were born. I mean, not too far, but like, you know, just a little bit before you were born, or just when you were very, very young, and so you wouldn't remember. But I feel like you are the one who walks with both worlds. And I feel like that is really coming through to just confirm that for you. Okay, you see patterns that others dismiss. You feel a lot more than you can explain. You are the bridge. Okay. And again, it's like you inherited this spiritual sight, even if it wasn't always talked about. And what you, again, are stepping into is this timeline widening. And it is really like an initiation, like an activation of your purpose. Okay, it's like you're locking in. You are creating reality with your energy and not with your effort. So it's like heavily like being prepared to work in the quantum even farther and from the frequency of like an interdimensional being, right? I feel like you may have the urge to like suddenly, you know, do more deep cleaning than usual, or even like rearrange your space. You may really be craving silence right now, or even just really desire a lot of isolation right now. And I want you to know that, especially if this is not, you know, typical for you, especially if you're more extroverted, and that's maybe also what's adding to you feeling like more disoriented and things like that, then this is normal, because it's like a preparation ritual, right? It's like your energy field needs clearing. However, I think that, you know, this may also be a little bit more normal for you, because, you know, the Starseed Collective, they are typically more, you know, introverted. You know, you could really feel like more like out of place than you ever have, more like you don't belong than ever. You could really be feeling very homesick for no reason. But this is all going to level out, and it's just so important for you to know just how vital your frequency is. And again, that you are not alone and heavily protected, especially, you know, I mean, star families, they're very, very protective. You know, they're always keeping an eye on you, right? And giving you what you need, you know, and holding you in those moments where they know that you feel homesick and things like that. So, wow, yeah, that just like came through really heavily. And I just want to mention one more thing that came through heavily when I was meditating, and it's just coming through heavily again now. And then I'm going to wrap it up, because I am just feeling a little bit of a drain on my energy. But I was getting something about 14 days. Okay, and I am getting that, you are in need of, this breakthrough, and so I hope that that brings you some peace, and gives you something to look forward to about this shift in 14 days that is really going to be just full of, you know, breakthroughs and release and I think just a groundedness that you are really needing at this time is just going to be that energy shift that is just going to calm you down. And again, maybe you are really needing like some specific answers that you're going to receive as well. So, again, just getting extra information that is going to bring you a lot of peace, and even meeting someone significant as well. They could be tied to your purpose. I'm not sure if this would be romantic or a really good friend or a mentor or something like that. This person can come in many forms, but that was coming through as well. So, and then I was just also hearing like, we've been waiting for you to wake up, okay? And so, again, just stepping into this higher destiny and it being time, and just with how important you are, that this feels like a celebration, for everyone that is with you and surrounding you right now. But it, is wanting to come through that, you are seen, you deserve that comfort, because, these shifts are definitely, not easy. So just, rest when you can, make sure that you do that, and just ground and meditate and just take really good care of yourself at this time. And again, just when you feel the need for silence, try to give yourself that. Same with isolation, and again, just rearranging or cleaning, just whatever your energy wants to do, just kind of let it, So anyways, I really hope that this was really helpful. I'm going to leave this one here for now. I really hope that you enjoyed your channeling. Let me know how it resonates. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. I'm always pulling for you, and I will see you in the next one.